Hello to all of you Warp Stars. My name is the Platinum Warp Star, and welcome to Sonic Generations Unleashed project from the Unleashed team. This is my next playthrough for my YouTube channel. So, yes, before we do start this playthrough, I want to give a huge thanks to some people. I want to give a thanks to the Unleashed project team, and I want to thank the people who created the Sonic Unleashed character model and animations, because that's what I'm going to be using in this playthrough, and also the people who made the longer blue trail effect for Sonic, and I'm using these that way I can, make the game look a lot more like Unleashed. So this is basically the Sonic Unleashed playthrough for the channel. So, and one more thanks I'd like to give a huge thanks to Nintendo Fan 18 for helping me find a new system to where I can make better thumbnails for my YouTube videos, and they look a bit more professional than my last thumbnails. They make my videos look, they look interesting to watch and not like cruddy ones from Google Images. Yeah. Anyway, let's get started, because I am dying I'm dying because, gosh darn it, I totally didn't have to restart 10,000 times because I keep failing. But anyway, like the game crashing. Anyway, we're gonna do the tutorial stage, and I will explain the basics of how this game works. Alright, so here we are in Windmill Isle Act 1. So this is the first Sonic game to introduce the boost formula in the third dimension. So, we move Sonic with the left analog stick. Very basic, just like every other 3D Sonic game. So yeah, use that to, go through the stage at high speeds, at a decent pace. And then, we can jump with the A button. And when you press A while in midair, while next to an object, you can do a homing attack, which is very useful for many places it's how you basically get over gaps in many areas, and it's the basic form of combat in this game. So, yeah. And then you can press the left or right triggers to sidestep in areas like this where you have to dodge spikes. And also hold down the B button to slide, then hold down the X button to do a supersonic boost and go really fast. As long as you have some things in your boost meter, then you'll be fine. So that was the tutorial stage, but I was basically showing you the basics of the game. So we're gonna try that again, and we're gonna use all of the abilities to our advantage, and we are going to blow through the stage. Alright, so yeah, the boost is basically Sonic's life gauge in this game. If you're just trying to, speedrun it, it is basically, other than rings, it's technically your life gauge, because if you run out, then gosh darn it, you will not have a very good run on a stage. So, yeah. Basically how Unleashed works. And this game does run on the same engine as Sonic Unleashed, the Hedgehog engine. Sonic Generations, yeah, this is a mod, this isn't the actual Sonic Unleashed game. Just keep that in mind, but, this is probably the closest we can get to an actual Unleashed playthrough on the channel. I really don't want to do the Werehog, but, yeah, we did a bit better this time. Thing is, I sort of had to fail because stupid input delay crap, so yeah, that was the tutorial. We're gonna move on to the actual very first stage, Windmill Isle Act 2. So, this is the first full stage, and it's the first stage. Of course, it's really easy. So yeah, we're just gonna pull off a boost in the beginning here, and followed by a grind rail, which lightly tapping the A button allows us to do a little hop. So, yeah. This stage is also really fun. What the heck happened? I absolutely hate this game. Alright, we're gonna start that over. No, we are not failing in the very first part. I refuse. I love this game. I refuse to fail at it. Alright, so Also, if you press the B button while in midair, you can do a stop, which is definitely very useful if you can get Sonic to come in. You need to stop when going with freaking blazing Super Saiyan speed like this. Oh yeah, and also in Modern Sonic, now go into new areas. Like, so the game is basically like Sonic Rush in these areas. Because, I mean, yeah, the boost ability was introduced in Sonic Rush, so, you know, it makes sense to have those 2D sections. But, yeah, this is basically the perfect 3D Sonic formula. I mean, this is what they used in Sonic Colors, Sonic Generations, and it is returning to Sonic Forces, which I'm really happy with. I really hope Sonic Forces is good. Because, I mean, what could possibly go wrong when there's a boost formula? Like, seriously. In Sonic Lost World, they have it, so... Yeah, that game, while that Sonic Lost World was alright, I didn't mind it. You know, it would have been better with the boost formula. You know, this is basically, boost formula is basically 3D Sonic perfection. There's like no way boost formula can go wrong. So, yeah. And also, if the game does lag a bit, it's probably because my computer's not the best computer on the planet. It does have a good graphics card. However, my CPU on it is absolutely crap. So, that's why the frame rate is stuttering. I'm recording this at 60 frames per second, but the reason I didn't put 60 frames per second in the title, which I did in my Sonic Adventure 2 playthrough, I didn't put 60 frames per second in the title because there are many times where the game will lag, just like the actual Unleashed, because Sonic Unleashed, the original, was a frame rate mess in some areas. But that was the first stage. That was, what's it called? That was Windmill Isle. So, yeah, the parts of this series is going to be really short. So, yeah, this is basically where we end things off here. So, yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.